Hey, what's going on? A wonderful Tuesday. And the 10th. Yeah, these are the times of the month where I really enjoy, where I don't have to worry about looking at the thing because I know exactly what the date is, because every day has its own purpose. Tell you what, progress comes in a lot of different ways. It's tricky because when you obsess about just one aspect of your life, for too long, you let the rest of it go to the shithole. So for me personally, I don't like dealing with stuff like my lawn and all that other crap, because to me that's just maintenance work. It's just stuff that's just like, if you don't do it, well, I don't know. Some maintenance work is necessary, but others is like, whatever, fuck it. Like, you do maintenance on your car, you do maintenance on your house, I guess. But like your fucking lawn, man, that shit can go fucking extra 3 weeks and it won't really matter. I mean, unless you get cited by the city or some shit, but I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. It drives my wife crazy, so she usually ends up cleaning it up. But, yeah, you've got the like bullshit tasks, like people like to do maintenance in their house, they're like dusting and vacuuming and stuff like that. It's just like, no, I don't. That's not the kind of maintenance I enjoy doing, because I don't know if anyone enjoys doing it. So I guess some people fucking love doing that, but that's the shit that doesn't really give you anything. It's just stuff that's like you do as busy work. But when you actually do like home renovation and you do some of this other stuff that lasts with you, or like right now, I'm trying to go and bring organization in my life right now. So I'm thoroughly trying to get rid of every little thing that I'm not possibly going to use. Do a nice purge in my life to get rid of all the unnecessary garbage and try to find permanent homes for all of the items that are just kind of stuck in junk drawers and so forth. And I'll tell you what, it can be definitely challenging, because you open up the junk drawer and you look around and you're like, well, fuck, where does this go? Because it's just like my wife has a random bird house, right? Well, where the fuck is the bird house aisle? I mean, there's no places for this shit. That's why they scatter and accumulate around the damn house. Call them decorations or whatever, but they just get in the damn way. And if you're not using them to decorate, then get them the fuck out of the house. Jesus Christ. Either way. So, I'm really hoping I bring organization to my life in every aspect. So, I already have like a pretty good routine. I got my kitchen set up, and I've been doing things I've always wanted to do for my whole life, like learning how to cook and doing ferments and stuff like that. I might even try some hard cider and beer and shit, just to, give it a whirl, give it a good shot and see how it all turns out. Get that knowledge base, so I have an understanding, a working knowledge of how that shit works. And I might renovate one of my rooms. I've never hung drywall before, or like put on the ceiling. So it shouldn't be that difficult. A couple screws or whatever. I mean, I was watching some videos. You know what? A lot of that stuff that stops us from actually doing stuff is we're too worried that the end product's not going to look good enough or something, so we don't end up getting started. But it kind of reminds me back in the day when I was like drawing a lot. I would start a picture and I would be drawing in pencil or even pen. And I don't like the smudge effect when you erase. So if you're using a pencil and you fuck up and it's too dark of a line, you don't really get rid of that. So I learned to adapt. I learned to make a kind of a whimsical approach at all my artwork, where it's just like there's an abstract nature to it. You can still have definitive lines and have what something is, but if you go outside of the box that you were intending to go, that can just mean that your item can be a little bit larger than you originally intended, and that's just an effect from it. I don't know, if you're like, let's say you're drawing a fucking stick or something and you fucking accidentally go squirrely with it. Well, that could just be a leaf coming out from the side, just working with what you have. So I literally will probably get just good enough of a job if I just whimsically put it up there with a bunch of nails or screws. And then whatever doesn't come out right, I'll patch the pieces together and kind of like loosely measure it, I guess. and then just put a fucking coat over it afterwards. And kind of like fill in the seams. Big deal, right? You know, this isn't supposed to be a commercial project. I could probably even use like caulk in between the fucking corners and stuff. I don't know. I don't really know how that shit works. But, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of value in just kind of like getting started and worrying about the details later. And every single time when I've done projects like that, it worked out really well. Well enough. I mean, you know, I'm not doing this professionally or anything, but I make it so the holes in the wall disappear, and the shit that I need, you know, secured and fixed are fixed. So, good enough. I don't know. That's all that was on my mind today. I have a lot of response back from my signing up for all those different applications for making money. So I have to finish all those up, but I'm going to knock those out all at once. I'm hoping to get one last day in today where I just do some more inside organization. I need to get a desk and some other stuff, but after that's all done, then I'll probably be able to focus on that other stuff. I don't know. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, you know, you can't abandon your whole life, but when you spend a very distinct amount of time just nailing out one project, it could probably be more beneficial. You know, I took on the task of organizing my entire house, so that's not really something you can just blow out real quick. Because, well, you know, people have junk closets, people have junk drawers. My goal is to get rid of all that crap. You know, there is no junk anything. Every single thing has a place, as I think that it should be. Because, I don't know, I guess if you have something so fucking bizarre in your house where it's just like, you need to organize it somewhere, does it really belong in your house? I mean, usually there's some way you can categorize your stuff, you know. Is it medical equipment? Does it fit with something else? Is it like clothing? Is it a costume? Is it fucking decorations? Do you put it with other decorations? Is it something like aesthetically pleasing? Is it kitchen utensils? Or cooking supplies that you only use intermittently? You know, all that shit can be put together and put together in such a form or fashion where it's not, well, it just makes logical sense of where its location's at, you know? You gotta think, so some of the stuff I'm doing for my kitchen, there's equipment that I use once in a while, there's equipment that I use all the time. Well, I keep all the stuff that I use all the time localized, and then the other stuff I put a little bit off to the side, if, you know, or depending on space, but it's very important about trying to keep that shit what makes most ergonomic sense for your emotions, you know, always getting the most economy out of your emotions. I don't know. I'm done ranting and raving right now, so I'm going to wrap this up and hopefully have a wonderful day.